can you hear me? We're here. My name is Andrea Ramirez. I was born male and started to transition about 9 years ago, been on hormones for 2 years. I was born on St. Croix. I recently moved to Rhode Island about 7 months ago. And my experience has been different from where I grew up. It shouldn't come to no surprise that it shouldn't come to a surprise that being a trans woman of color has not been easy, but being a trans woman of color and Latin has not been even easier. For the time I was 4 years old, I knew that I was different, I was unique, but I also knew to keep those feelings inside. When I was 13, I came out to my mother and father. That was the day my mother became a single parent. It was very difficult for her. I haven't spoken to my father in about 14 years. The day he left, and that day, he never looked back. While my mother had her doubts, she never stopped loving me through all. She was by my side every step of the way. I went to a very conservative Catholic high school, where I worked hard to fit in and even harder to try to advance myself to get out faster. At the age of 15, I graduated with a 4.0 GPA and decided to go to New York to study music to the Juilliard Performing Arts School. It was difficult to be hoping for a better fit. It was a bit difficult, but it was a relief to be surrounded by other people who identify within the LGBTQIA community. I was exposed to a lot of our culture, started to do drag at the age of 16. But to most of all, I became more open and affirming in trans woman. I visited my mother and my stepfather after my first year abroad. When they picked me up at the airport, they didn't recognize me. I had to sit them down and come out all over again. And yet again, she remained calm and said, I love you even more. My stepfather just hugged her and said, you love me no matter what. I learned not to distance myself from the LGBTQIA community, but to live as part as a larger family. After graduation, I married the boyfriend at the time, and after years of verbal, physical, and mental abuse, we got divorced, leaving me with nothing. Me being the person that I am, I moved back to the islands, thinking that things would be different, and I was proven wrong very quickly. I wasn't welcome. I was treated like a different species, a different kind of person. I felt out of place, and I didn't feel like I was involved. Somehow I got involved in the LGBTQIA community, but to them, there was no T in LGBT. Their excuse was they never had a person like me on their board. I started to educate them the best that I can, and it was working, but it backfired. After the spike of trans deaths across the community, the country, I suggested that we host the very first Transgender Day of Remembrance on St. Croix. The death of 23 trans women of color shook me to the core, and still do, for the simple reason is that when this happened, I was sexually assaulted and left for dead, and police never did anything. I was honored and privileged to speak on their behalf, realizing how far my life had come, and how many times I came close to my own death. Just for being a trans woman of color, I asked myself, why is it that my trans sisters are being murdered? I honestly don't know the answer to that. What I do know is that I am here to be a voice and not be silenced. I know that if we stand together and speak our mind, we can go far. I started to have problems with the members on the board, and they started to say that I couldn't do drag because I was transgender, saying that I wasn't good enough to be part of their group. I stepped down as a member and I regretted it, because giving up on a fight, it was me against 9 white men. I was outnumbered. But I knew what was right. I stood there and knew that I had to keep fighting. What would happen to another trans woman that comes and tries to get help? They wouldn't get anything. So I decided to move to a place where I could get more information and insight on how I can make a difference. And I got involved with an organization that all sees all the colors. They have opened their arms and their hearts to me, and they have made many friends that way. A funny story about that is that I stumbled upon Pride by a happy coincidence. I was walking to an interview and past the door. I told myself on the way back, I'll stop and get some information. So I did. Opened the door, went up 25 steps, rang the doorbell, and there was Ken Barton. To greet me, he was pleasant and welcome, and I felt like I was free. There was a feeling that I never had. I started to ask questions, and he answered them the best that he can. I told him that day that if you ever need volunteers, I am here. Well, sure enough, they did, and I got a phone call asking me to come and help to volunteer for the emergency food drive. I told them I would love to, and that I'll be taking the bus there. I am happy that I got that phone call. I'm happy that I got on that bus, because without that, I wouldn't be here today. Rhode Island Pride has been a true blessing to me, and I am here to say that I support what they have done for all people of color, and I say thank you and good job. I know that we have our troubles, but know that Rhode Island Pride is here and they have our back. Thank you, everyone. Please stay safe.